हेलो, कैसे हैं आप लोग? फाइन, कैन यू हियर मी?
Hello, sir.
हाउ आर यू? फाइन. सो
Fine, sir.
प्रांजल, भारतेंदर, you two people are there, है ना? प्रांजल, so you have come to know the topic.
No, sir.
I sent you the topic. The topic for discussion today is making of temples after demolition of mosque legitimate in India or not? Pros, cons. Okay,
Okay, sir.
fine. Didn't you get my WhatsApp? I sent you
Sir,
this
I
thing
didn't check it.
on WhatsApp also and on the app also.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Bhartinder, are you ready with the topic?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So, Bhartinder, have you prepared something?
Not so actually. What's the topic? Can you make it clear to me once by repeating?
Demolishing mosque and making temples
Yes.
in the place of a mosque, like Gyan Vyapi Masjid. Okay?
Yes, yes.
So, would you like to speak for or against? Do you favor that we should work on preserving our culture, preserving our temples by making temples once again over there where temples were demolished and masjids were made? Do you favor or not?
I am in favor of not demolishing those mosques and temples which were made
Okay.
in like our past.
So for 5 minutes you have to speak. Please switch on your camera.
Yes, sir.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
So we would like to start with your presentation first. Start.
Yes, sir. I am. One second. So actually, India is a secular country, and a lot of other people like Muslims and other communities live here. So we shouldn't favor these kind of practices in India. Like history is something we cannot change. So by doing so, we will give birth to many riots, many other tensions in the country like India. Like these things, like demolition of Hindu temples and other kind of buildings, religious buildings. This happened in the time when the Mughal rulers were there. But now India is a democratic country, and this cannot happen. Like we destroy a religious building of some religion and change it to another.
So if it is found that a temple was destroyed and a mosque was built over a temple, shouldn't that temple be restored? When you know people like Aurangzeb took away the fundamental right of Hindus living in that area by making a mosque over a temple, shouldn't that be restored? Isn't this violation of fundamental right of religion of the people living over
Sir,
there?
when Aurangzeb ordered to change the Hindu temple to a mosque, then the India was under a Mughal ruler, you know. Then itself Mughal ruler
So,
will
sir, but
always.
Fine.
Sir, but in like if we see like according to the religion, so like where the like the recent case of the Babri Mosque, which was in like the UP town, there it was the exact spot where the Hindu god Rama was born, and it's his birthplace. So the mosque is actually built on birthplace, so it should be restored because the Hindu temple was demolished and then the mosque was built. So at first there was the Hindu temple only.
Okay. So you support the construction of Ram Janmabhoomi Mandir. Is that it, Pranjal?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Would you like to counter it, Bhartinder?
Yes, sir. Like India's government shouldn't focus on these kind of matters. India should focus on sustainable development, sustainable development. Like it will also change the mind of people, and they will move on to their development, which will also increase like chance of India to develop in a better way. Like when these masjids and when these Hindu temples were demolished and changed into masjids, the India wasn't a secular and democratic country. It was under a ruler, it was under a specific ruler that belongs to a specific religion, which only itself will, he will imply his thinking, his religion on every other people living in his land area.
So
So,
you hold,
in
even if something unjust has been done, it should
so
carry
that
on.
unjust, yes, that unjust has been done in that the time when a ruler was there. But in India today, India is a secular country, and every person, either he is Hindu, either or he belongs to some other religion, he has the proper right, equal right to state his opinion. So in today, India isn't under any ruler. So there's nothing can be done today. It will give birth to a very big riots that can change India, that will weaken India. And India have a lot of other matters on world level to face.
So religion should not be taken to
Yes,
that
yes,
level.
yes.
Pranjal, your viewpoint.
So, if we do not take religion as a viewpoint, we can even take it like as from the point of like history, culture, and the nationalism. So basically, like it was claimed that the Babri Masjid was has been constructed by the officials of the Mughal Emperor Babur, and at that time he was ruling in India um, when this mosque was built. So like he destroyed it, and so like the temple was destroyed and then he made the mosque. So it is basically during the time of the Muslims, and Hindus are and like it uh, and it's like it's wrong if we like take it according to the culture of India, and if we see according to the history.
Because burning a temple, demolishing a temple amounts to destroying an old culture as well. Art, architecture, religion is part of our culture, na? So this is your viewpoint. Bhartinder, how would you counter this point?
Sir, see, like history is something that has been done already. And it has been done in the time when there was no democracy, no equal rights to the people. Only the one person or the nobles or the person who were close to the king only had the right to state their views. So that views was always being, the other people were suppressed. So like Hindu made their temples when they were strong, like Rajputs and like in Odisha and other like when Hindu rulers were strong, they made their religion. They haven't made the masjids that time. They only promoted
Okay,
their
at
religion.
that time there was no democracy, but now there is democracy. Then why
Yes,
not
sir.
fundamental rights should be
Sir, why
available
to
now?
change now? Why to change now? See, listen, like the Muslim ruler changed a Hindu temple to a masjid. Like everyone knows this. He changed, yes, he do. But that was the time when he was the king. He was a ruler that time. He was having enough power. But in now India, there is democracy. What can we do to that? If we will change them, like then there will be a lot of other questions and other issues. Like they will state a lot of piece of land. They will state like other people who have lost their property. They will also state that these property belong to us in all the time. This should be given to us. These kind of rights can also be increased in India.
Okay.
Yes.
So concluding remarks by Pranjal.
So, as there are many acts and many very all the skipping in all the acts place of worship act and other religious acts and under many sections, it is said that we have like the right to like religion, and and there are some acts related to the destroying of the religious places also. So if we consider all of them, I think that it should be like legally like rebuilt, and the mosque should be destroyed so that the temple is built again. And it's like also a mark of history. So like even more than like 36,000 temples have been demolished by Mughals. So like so like if one of them is the mosque where the Lord Rama was born, so at least we can change according, keeping in mind all the sections and acts in the law.
Great. It was a good debate. Both the participants have given their viewpoint. I personally hold,
Sir,
if
excuse
something
me.
injures, Hanji, tell me.
Sir, like we are repeating that those Hindu temples were demolished and all, like they were changed to mosques. So that all are changed in the time of when there was a specific ruler ruling the whole country. So, so it's only the thing everyone will do so. That isn't any special thing or like different thing. Every ruler will do so. As other rulers, Rajput rulers made temples for them. These Muslim rulers made mosques for them. So every mosque, every like temple that is changed to mosque, it only happened in the time of a ruler. But
Yes,
while
we know
India,
it all
while
happened at that time when autocratic rulers were ruling. But now there is no autocracy.
yes, sir. So
Then
like
why
you
not
can say,
to do something?
sir,
Why not to do?
because any so like if any mosque a mosque hasn't yet changed to Hindu temple while there is democracy, that is a history. We cannot change them, sir. But like India is under democracy, no religious place has been changed to another. So why should we change now? Why should we make this topic so big, sir? Why should we? There are a lot of other concerns in country that need a lot of attention.
Okay, Avneet, would you like to give your viewpoint? Should a temple be made at Gyan Vapi Masjid? Avneet, switch on your camera and speak. Avneet Khanna. Give me your viewpoint. Switch on your camera. Speak up. You can't speak?
Sir, topic da nahi pata.
Tell me about your views. At Gyan Vyapi, if we find the evidences that there was a temple, okay, should we make a temple again at the same place as it happened in Babri Masjid? Speak up, Avneet. You feel shy speaking? Okay. Sakshi, I gave you an altogether different topic on Indian economy. Switch on your camera and give your presentation.
Yes, sir.
Start.
Good evening. So today I would like to talk about the Indian economy between 1950 and 1990. So as we all know that Britishers, after the colonial rule in India, Britishers ruined the Indian economy. So the Indian government had to face a lot of big challenges, and they introduced 5-year plans and many other policies. So the GDP contributed by the industrial sector increased in the period of 11.8% in 1950 to 1951 to 24.6% in 1990 to 1991. So the rise in industries share GDP is an important indicator of Indian development. So the 6% of annual growth rate of industrial sector during the period is commendable post. So the pre-independence is one of the big challenges the Indian leader and the government faced due to the state of Indian economy. So they said they had set the 5-year plans and the next 4 decades. So they brought up about the systematic changes to agriculture, trade and industry. So they introduced different types of economic system, that is traditional economy and command economy, market economy, and the mixed economy. So India is between one of the mixed economy, and they also introduced green revolution, in which they introduced high yielding variety seeds that is also called H5V seeds. So this was coupled with better and efficient irrigation and the correct use of fertilizers to boost the crop. So the end result of green revolution was to make India self-sufficient and to make food grains. So here I would like to end my topic. Thank you and have a nice day.
Good, Sakshi. Good, very good. Avneet, would you like to speak on the topic, or should I put this debate to an end? Avneet, it's your turn. I don't feel Avneet is in a mood to speak. Fine, it was a good debate, and my viewpoint stands with Pranjal that if something bad is done, then when now we are in democracy, it's time to undo that. Fine. Okay. So